In the summer of 1995, 230 women and 10 men from 42 countries embarked on a peace train sponsored by the Women's International League for Peace and Freedom, or WILF. Starting in Helsinki, Finland, the train stopped in 7 cities on its way to the UN Fourth World Conference on Women in Beijing, China. Our goal was to meet with women, to bring all of our messages to the conference, and to emphasize the importance of peace in achieving the other 2 goals of the conference, equality and development. The whole train became a rolling school.
WILF was started with a lot of women from different countries. They come together and they started an organization which was international from the beginning.
On our train we have not only WILF members who are interested in peace, we have activists and women from very, very different backgrounds, like interested in racism, women in health, violence against women, youth organizations, environmental organizations, and it's a unique that we can really exercise in discussions that we have a holistic understanding of peace. So it's not the very specific classical peace agenda we have here.
We are part of the peace movement and we are part of the feminist movement. So where peace and feminism meet, that's where we are active.
The Ukrainian people continue to suffer from the Chernobyl nuclear tragedy of 1986. Government ministers told us that every square inch of the country is contaminated. Children are dying by the hundreds from leukemia. In Bucharest, we saw the palace built by Nicolae Ceausescu during the later years of his dictatorship. He was overthrown and killed in 1989, but only after he depleted the national treasury building this monument. For 4 years, 20,000 workers and prisoners labored around the clock. There are miles of marble and the largest Persian carpets we had ever seen.
Yeah. This is unbelievable. I mean, this is the poorest country in Europe.
And look at it, I know.
What we want to do today is look at the rise of fascism, show the connections between fascism and bigotry, show how all of these movements in America and Europe, how all of this interconnect and how it links together.
Sister, don't glass, please. Okay, thank you.
Women from all the warring factions in the former Yugoslavia crossed borders to meet us in Sofia. We were told that nationalism is a very powerful tool for those who want to foment war.
It is a war for profit. Only thing that can stop the war is stop selling weapons. I said once they run
In Istanbul, the only city we visited that wasn't part of a former Soviet bloc country, the feminist movement is far more organized. but faces challenges from state secular power and Islamic fundamentalism.
So I think it was important for people to be in Istanbul and to see one country where the population is Muslim.
Is feminism possible under Islam?
Feminism is possible under Islam as far as it is possible under other religions. I don't think Islam is worse than other religions. All the religions are bad for women, but women have the right to have faith.
This is the orientation to the full moon ritual while we are waiting to finish cousins. Sometimes the goddess is the light, and sometimes the goddess is the dark.
Kazakhstan, and look, I was wrong. You are. Oh, I only have my camera.
In Almaty, we met physicians and leaders of women's organizations who described their long struggle against Russian testing in Semipalatinsk, 600 miles to the north of Almaty. The former Soviet Union had exploded 600 nuclear weapons from 1949 to 1989, and the people of Kazakhstan suffered the consequences. Now they are facing fallout from Chinese nuclear tests at Lapnur. They asked us to carry a message to Beijing: halt all nuclear testing.
And it means that all women who are now going to Beijing to participate in the World Congress on Women will do their utmost to close this Lapnur nuclear test ground in China.
If I'm trying to relate a concept like feminism, I can't find a word in any of the other languages I speak which has a concept like feminism. We keep hunting for words, for feminism, for empowerment, for race, for class. Even if we're white, the race question is important. Even if we're upper class, the class question is important, because our goal cannot just be to empower ourselves. We want to empower women all over the world.
What we must do first, to learn, to celebrate our achievements. Say, wonderful, we have done a great thing, this generation of people and the new generation coming up, that we have achieved a lot. Let's celebrate it. Women have achieved rights forever. There's no going back. Within every country there are oppressive institutions and structures trying to subjugate women. So what are we relying our nation state on? What is it that we are talking, what is nationally so important to us that we are saying, in my country this is great? There is no country that women have, as Virginia Woolf said. We have to construct another country, and that country will be a democratic country. In that country there will be equal pay. In that country you can walk out in the evening and so on. Therefore, international solidarity continues to be important.
Beijing 1995. Okay!